Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how you can be able to apply freezing of rows and columns in your Microsoft Excel worksheet. So let's dive in. Now, before we venture into it, let's understand what freezing rows and columns feature is all about. Now, freezing rows and column features in Microsoft Excel worksheet is a process of making a group of rows or columns static in such a way that when you are scrolling vertically or horizontally, they will be static and you'll be able to see the information that are found on them. So we are going to practicalize this and see how it looks like when we apply freezing feature in our Microsoft Excel worksheet. So now take for example, in your worksheet, we have vertical row, and we also have what? Horizontal rows. Horizontal rows. So take for example, if you freeze a column, for example, if you freeze a particular column or group of columns, for you to be able to know it's affected, all you need to do is what? You scroll your horizontal line for you to be able to see. So any column that is static, that means you have already frozen that particular column. And if you froze a particular group of rows or a single rows, for example, for you to know if it's frozen, you will use the vertical scroll to find out if it's frozen. So when you are scrolling, you will find out that any row that is static has already been frozen. Take for example, I want to freeze this row, the first row. For example, I go to my view menu, then I'll click on what? Freeze panes option. I'll click on freeze panes option, then I'll click on what? Freeze top row. For example, I'll click on freeze top row. So this will freeze the first top row for me. Now, if I scroll with my vertical scroll, for example, you will find out that the first row has been what? Has been frozen. So it's static, it's not moving. So as I'm moving it up and down, for example, you'll find out that any information found in that particular row will be displayed despite you are scrolling it up and down. For us to be able to remove it, we can be able to click on where? On any cell in that row, then we'll go to freeze panes. Then we select on freeze panes. So this will unfreeze it and bring it to normal the way it was before. So when you scroll it now, you find out that it's no more, the first row is no more what? Frozen. So take for example now, I want to freeze up row 1, row 2, and row 3 for example. I will select one cell in the next row to the last one, which is what? Row 4. So in row 4 now, I'll select one cell, for example. Then I'll go to my freeze panes under view menu, click on it. Then I'll click on freeze panes. When I click on freeze panes, for example, it has frozen what? Row 1, row 2, row 3 for me. So let's scroll up and see, let's scroll down and see if it has been applied. Let's scroll down and see if it has been applied. So you can now see that my first row, second row, and third row has been frozen. So now this helped me to be able to what? To see the headline or the title of each of the columns in my worksheet. So now we are going to remove the freezing that we have done to the row 1, 2, and 3. So go to our view menu, click on freeze panes, then we click on unfreeze panes to remove it. So you can now see it has been removed and our worksheet is back to normal. Now, for example, take for example now, you want to apply freezing to the first column. Select any cell within the first column. Then you go to freeze panes. Then you click on what? Freeze first column. Then click on freeze first column. You find out that it has frozen the first column for us. So let's scroll. Let's use the horizontal scroll to find out if it has been frozen. For example, see, as you can see, I am moving it now, and it's only column C, D, and E that are moving. So the column B now is being frozen. Column B now is being frozen. So let's go back and undo. Let's go back and undo. Then you click on what? You click on freeze panes feature under the view menu. Then you click on freeze pane. So this will unfreeze your column for you and remove it from static to normal the way it was. So these are ways in which you can be able to work to apply freezing feature to your worksheet. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on your bell notification for next video coming up. And next tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can be able to understand the basic formatting option of width and height in your worksheet. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.